This is Chuck Rapp with Multiply, a podcast to provide a word of encouragement for village church planters and leaders. As this is a new year, I've begun a new series on the subject of steward leadership. One author defines a steward as someone who manages resources belonging to another person in order to achieve the owner's objectives. Today we begin a look at the parable of the talents. In summary, Matthew 25, verses 14 to 30, is a parable about a man who goes on a journey and entrusts his wealth to his servants. To one servant he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. The servant who received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. The one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the servant who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. Later, when the master returned, he inquired of each servant how he managed or how he stewarded those funds. I see in this parable a number of stewardship principles. Perhaps you will discover some additional lessons. Firstly, the servants did not own the assets. The gold belonged to the man who left on the journey. The parable becomes clear if we consider that God is the man in this parable, and we are the servants. The resources that he has entrusted to us belong to him. God once asked Moses, see Exodus chapter 4, verse 2, "What's in your hand?" And I would ask each of us to consider what resources, what relationships, spiritual gifts, and skills he has given to us. We don't own them, he does, and it requires us to steward them well. Secondly, the steward who was given 5 bags went at once and put his master's money to work. That's verse 16. Faithful stewards have a sense of urgency and are diligent to provide a good return for their master. And third, the owner's expectation of the results were appropriate for the amount each servant was given. More was expected of the man with 5 bags. The man who received 2 bags wasn't expected to return 5 more, but 2 were sufficient for him. A principle that I see here is that we should not compare ourselves and the output of our work with others. Some have been entrusted with more to begin with, and some with less than we've received. We should not look down upon those who began with less and produced less, nor should we be discouraged by comparing ourselves with others who've received more from the Lord and who, in turn, have produced more. In our next episode, we will continue our study of steward leadership and this parable. This has been a word of encouragement for village church planters and leaders.